Yo, what's up, man?
Good game last night.
Get over here! Look, let's put that game behind us right now. It's just one, and we have another one just ahead. Let's just get focused and prepare for it. We're getting very little production out of these fast break opportunities, so we're gonna work on that. Today, we're gonna get up and down the court in some transition drills.
You got it, come on, man. I see you. No, where's that? Shoot that, boy. Hey, get up, yo! Watch the pitch. I got your help. Whose man is that? Shot! Box up! Oh, foul! Yeah, let's go, let's do it! Get it up! Way to grab it! And one!
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Switch! Switch! Man, don't forget the clock! Shot! Hey, good boy! Oh, get in! Ah! Box out! Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Over it. Give me that. And one. Yeah, man. Hey, watch the pick. Yo, look at the clock. That's all you got.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Pick!
finish strong. Let's set up this next drill. Good. All right, let's move on. Focus. Down here. Do it. Side.
Again.
What the hell? Get it out! I see him.
See you later.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Phoenix Suns. Looking at the last game for the Suns, it was a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. Kenny, chance to watch Che, a guy known for not playing in a game once, sat out in protest at Bay City University.
Well, you know what? Che, that was a tough decision. I mean, here's this guy standing up for his teammates. At the end of the day, though, the rest of the team is what matters. These things will take you to another level as a teammate, and people will follow you. Way to go, Che.
Yeah, Che felt this was right at the time. Some things are bigger than the game, fellas. This may not have been one of them, but shout out to Che for standing by his convictions.
And with the game just about ready to begin, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And the 76ers showing off their style as they arrived at the arena today. No shortage of fashion sense in this group. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And now, a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, we're taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
In that game against the Cavaliers, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Kevin?
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. We're looking forward to the center matchup tonight, Doris. What do you expect to see from these guys inside?
Well, I think there's a requisite physicality in there, certainly. At the same time, there are greater demands on big men, Kevin, than we have ever seen before. Yes, they have to be rim protectors. Yes, they have to control the paint. But now those bigs are asked to defend in space, to guard on the perimeter. Kevin, you know this. That's a tall task.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault. He's checked in free. The 76ers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And that one misses.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom. And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
You love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. Here's Oubre. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis. Booker outside. Clock at 6. Knocked away. From deep three-point range, and Embiid pulls it down. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Rubio against Simmons. And Rubio kicks to Booker. A three-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 6. Right wing takes a three. Hits the three-point bomb. 7 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Rubio finds Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Rubio the pass to Kaminsky. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And the Suns call time here. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. And it's Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Philadelphia, Al Horford's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. And Murray's subbed in for Josh Richardson. Simmons against Johnson. Lobbed up there for Booker.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. And so he hits both.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
Now Bridges. All sorts of time. And that one hits back iron.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Murray, good. Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint, and of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Stolen away. Now here's Simmons. Defense is right there. Here's the three. And the 76ers get it back. Horford, no luck.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Bridges. And he converts the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The 76ers leading by 12. Scott dishes to Simmons. From deep. Doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Jerome on the pass to Bridges. Pass to Kaminsky. The shot, no good. Nice D from Scott. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 15-4 run right now. To the paint. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Jerome, good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Some solid defense from Johnson. Suns trail by 10. Passes it to Jerome. Johnson surveying the floor. Just 5 on the clock. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Well, Phoenix shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Some changes for Philadelphia. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Mike Scott. And Trey Burke subbed in for Ben Simmons. Here's Jerome. Pass to Kaminsky. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Joel Embiid.
You know, it just looking back at things, I'd be hard-pressed to find a more complete stretch of games by anyone in the league. He was getting it done and stuffing the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor. Truly a dominant run.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Horford kicks to Burke. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Johnson in the corner. A 3-ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns. Philadelphia's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now the pass to Baines. Shoots over Burke. Good on the shot.
I like that from Tyler Johnson. Doesn't force anything, taking his time, navigating as a facilitator.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Stripped it away. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 15.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Jerome. Burke covering. Baseline J on the way. Jerome, no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers ahead, up 9. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
Number 35. Glad to have you with us, folks. Not exactly been neck and neck. Plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Burke. Horford is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Murray. Here's Jerome. Pass to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Horford.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And he gets the bucket. Burke's got his first points in this one.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Jerome, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Well, just such an active presence on the defensive end. Kyle O'Quinn, get that weak stuff out of here.
Here's Jerome. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Shoots from the corner, and Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson in the corner. Latre, no good on the shot. And Philadelphia the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Bridges passes to Baines. Yep, that one goes.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
We'll talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris. The Australian, Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Kev, he is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is a great defender. You get blindsided by one of his picks, you are going to feel it the next day.
Coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game. And let's take guys that are playing right now, because we can go back in history and the names are endless. But who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Now, here's Bridges, guarded closely. Here's Booker, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
Sharpshooter from anywhere on the floor. Booker's release and form, it's so mechanically sound.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Tipped away. Embiid, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Passes it to Jerome. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Jerome's got 5 now.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Pass to Scott. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 76ers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the 76ers. Horford comes in for Mike Scott. Now here's Kaminsky. The pass to Ayton. Over O'Quinn, count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Ayton.
Well, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton, this guy is special.
The shot's good. He's got 21.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Bridges tips it back in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Buries it down low. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
And stolen by Ayton. Johnson dishes to Bridges. Pass to Jerome. Suns keep it alive. Count that one. And it's 7 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Fires from deep. They get the rebound. Horford. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here's Jerome. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bridges. Johnson kicks to Bridges. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's blocked. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Leaps for it, and again, Philadelphia turns it over. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Jerome. The feed to Kaminsky. Can't cash in from the high post. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Jay, both in scoring and rebounding, you're doing very well. I would think you're happy with that production.
Yeah, GA, I'm happy, and that was a level effort that I wanted to start with. I think, it helped the team. I know when I come out looking to attack the glass, it sparks the rest of the guys. It gives us extra possessions, and, we made use of them, so shouts out to that.
Well, a great half for your first time and a great effort all around. Guys?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Work out there, Che.
Appreciate it, Coach. Stay on it, Rook.
Yeah, I like the energy. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Bridges comes in for Oubre, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. Bridges and Šarić make up the forwards. Johnson is out there with Booker, and it's Baines in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, Devin Booker has proven to be a capable shooter from every spot on the floor, including the free throw line. This guy has become a must-watch.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Johnson. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. And Johnson with...
And the first task for Monty Williams is going to be retooling this offense. Plenty of offensive talent here. Team has underperformed on that end for years.
And one of the things he wants to implement, Greg, Monty Williams wants to utilize more movement, right? He has mentioned a style similar to what they ran while he was with the Spurs organization. So don't expect to see any stagnant bodies on the offensive end this year.
From 20 feet out, basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
2 points. That one goes. He's got 31.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
It's hauled in by the 76ers. Can he keep it going? Here's Scott, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Šarić.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for Šarić. Al Horford, he's checked in for the 76ers. Suns trail by 17. Johnson finds Kaminsky. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Burke with it. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Great win for this team, and you, Che, were able to score at will down the stretch. Why were you able to carry the load tonight?
Well, I just kept finding myself in positions where I could finish a play. You know, a lot of this game is about matchups, and the team saw I had some opportunities, and we were able to execute as a group.
Well, you all were playing for each other, and that was evident tonight. Congratulations on the win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview
Che,
once
talk
again.
about your defense a little. What helped you lead the team in steals tonight?
I think it came down to us executing our defensive scheme really well. When everyone's in the right spot on D, it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive, knowing your guys got your back. So that's what you guys saw out there tonight.
Great. Thanks, Che.
Patty, defense wins games.
You know it.
Can I grab you for a second, Che?
Yeah, what's up?
You set a new career high in points scored tonight. Don't you think you deserve a bigger role on the team?
I'm happy to take on whatever role coach asks of me. If he wants me to score more, I can do that. If he wants me to facilitate, I can do that too. My job is to be ready at all times.
Good stuff. Anything else?
You trying to set me up, Vin? Seems like it.
Che, I would never. Unless you feel like giving me a real soundbite.
Nah, not at all, man. I'll catch you later, all right?
All right, all right.